So this is asking about sea moss, which is also known as Irish moss, and this is a sea vegetable. It is a prebiotic, which is great because that's something that you're going to take that's going to feed good bacteria in your system, and it's a good source of general vitamins and minerals. Usually when things are growing in the ocean, they're going to be a great source of minerals in general, whether you're looking at sea salt or kelp, bladderwrack, alaria, wakame, Irish moss. These things are all very mineral rich because where can you go to find all known minerals? In seawater, interestingly. So is great for just overall minerals, and then it is very filling. And the way it works is you get it and you get it dried, and then you want to wash it because there's often a lot of sand in there, I found, and a lot of other debris. Like sometimes you'll find like weird bits of plastic. It's like kind of funky, but you just wash it really well, and then you soak it for 12 to 24 hours. And you got to put a lot of water on it because it's going to expand, and as it soaks up this water, it's really going to grow. And then once you've soaked it, then you rinse it off really well again to get off anything that's left over that you might have missed from before, and just clean off. It's this stuff is a little stinky, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. So give it another good rinse, and then you want to do enough so you can take like a Vitamix 2-liter jug and fill that up with the Irish moss. And of course there's going to be like airspace in there as well, but you just loosely pack it into there to the point where the blender is full. Or like, look, you could do a smaller batch. You pack it to where the blender is half full. And then you fill the remaining airspace up with water. And then you blend that on high until it like blends through totally smooth and creates like this gel stuff. And then you put that in the fridge and you can have that to use for a while. And it creates like a very gelatinous kind of material. And this you could, some people will just add like a scoop to make like a blended drink. What I would do for maybe it was like a year or two, maybe a little bit longer, I was having this every single day. I got a little bit burnt out on it, which is why I'm not currently having it these days. But there was a period of time, it was maybe like, what would it have been? Maybe around like 2012 to 15, somewhere in that range. I was having this every morning for breakfast as the base of, I used to have chia pudding every day, and I got tired of the chia for a bit, and so I started using the Irish moss as the base. So I would take about 250 milliliters of this Irish moss gel, then put all kinds of other superfood powders in there. I would put, lucuma, mesquite. At the time I was having tocotrienols, hemp seeds, either like at the time it was brown rice protein or pea protein depending on the day of the week, some hemp seeds, coconut oil, MCT oil, ghee, spirulina, chlorella, and I would blend this and it would be like so smooth, this most amazing like chocolate mousse pudding type texture, and I was sweetened with stevia, and the flavor was it was a bit gnarly, but I enjoyed it. I kind of, it's an acquired taste, Irish moss, I will say that. But that's doing something with lots of Irish moss in it. If you did like a bigger drink, like maybe like a cacao smoothie with just a scoop of Irish moss as a creamer, that would be probably a much gentler way to incorporate it and using it as the base of the entire blended recipe. But that was how I did it for quite a while, and it was awesome. And yeah, because of the, you're not actually consuming that much physical matter, but because of the way it gels up in the water, it takes up a lot of room in your stomach. So if you're someone that struggles with feeling full, that can be a really good way to go. So this is not something I use these days on a regular basis. It's probably something I'll get back to at some point. But when it comes to me and breakfasts, I tend to go really hard on one recipe for a couple of years, then I get burnt out on it, and I don't want to see it for like 5 years. So I'm in that period of taking a break from it, and I'll come back to it one day.